Great Day Live. I'm Janelle Martinez.
And I'm Allison Godlove. Thanks so much for joining us. Hopefully you're having a great start to your day.
Yeah, kids went back to school yesterday,
Yeah.
a lot of them. And so we have a feel-good story for this Tuesday. So the staff at West Chase Elementary surprised one of their teachers there with a spirit tunnel. Take a look at this. How fun is that?
I love it.
So that's John King. He is celebrating 40 years teaching with Hillsborough County Schools. He's a music teacher there at West Chase Elementary. So you can tell, he has some rhythm.
Yep.
Of course, he's a music teacher. But how much fun is that?
I love that. 40 years.
Yeah.
That's incredible to be doing that. And it's a tough job. But
oh my gosh.
Probably loves it. You can tell people love him. You're not doing a spirit line like that unless, you really have a great a great school and great teachers and that's awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations to him.
I know, and he really went with it, right? Like, 'cause it was a surprise, so he didn't know he would be dancing in front of the whole faculty.
Can you imagine that surprise? And you're like, oh, I got to pull out my moves now, too?
And then they put it on social media, and then we put it on our show. So he's like, wait,
he's really just getting
what's going on here?
Yeah.
So, but congratulations to him and to all the teachers out there.
Yeah, have a great year.
Yeah.
That's so exciting. All the kids back this week,
Yes,
they're going back. Yeah. One other thing that we wanted to mention for all you Swifties out there, this is a huge performance, not by her. We have to get that out there. Taylor Swift is not coming to St. Pete.
No matter what you say now, it's not going to top that.
Yeah, so it's Steve Hackman's Taylor Swift, the Symphony era. So the Florida Orchestra, along with some singers and a band, they're going to be performing some of her hits. Now, they're not meant to be like, this is the song.
Okay.
It's kind of meant to be more of like a tribute and an original experience that you go and you get to be a part of all of that. But I mean, how cool would that be to listen to that? The Florida Orchestra is incredible,
oh my
so
gosh,
to be able to hear it in that way. And the singers are going to be different to hit all of her ranges, so you're going to kind of get that little bit of a rhythm with it too. So,
well, what a great way to expose, maybe younger generation kids to the symphony, right? So.
Yeah, to the symphony, and then also just to kind of experience. This is kind of what Steve Hackman is known for.
Yeah.
He takes all of these. He's done Drake before, and he's done Coldplay. So he likes to do this. So that experience of hearing her music is going to be really neat.
So fun.
Yeah, they have great stuff at the Mahaffey too next weekend after Taylor Swift. Oh, I'll tell you when this is. Yeah. It is coming up September 12th that you can go and see this. The weekend after that, they're doing the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, so
which
fun.
That is one of the best just music and when you're
great
watching that movie.
Yeah,
so yeah, go check out.
Yeah,
Mahaffey.
Yeah, lots of music this morning.
I know. Yeah, we love it. All right, we got a great show for you, and we're going to start off with the best nonprofits are grown from leaders in our community who saw a need and they figured it out, and that's what this dad did. So we're going to talk to him about his organization coming up.
And if you're dreaming of a getaway without the big price tag, coming up, we're sharing some travel dupes that give you the same vibe for a whole lot less.
Okay, you may have seen this post from Tampa International Airport showing 238 unclaimed. Oh my goodness, could I speak today?
Yes, you can.
It feels like a Monday. Okay, 238 unclaimed bags. They were given to kids all around Tampa Bay. They were donated to Duffles of Dignity. It's a program that provides gently used bags to kids entering foster care or fleeing domestic violence.
Craig Jusak and Janet Rinaldi are here to tell us more about this program. So welcome to you both. Great to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, what a splash that video made. I mean,
I know.
it was being shared so much. What was that like to kind of just see all of the outpouring of support that came with that video?
It's amazing. It's amazing that the airport took the time to actually do this right in the center of the airport.
Yeah.
But just their social media is so good.
Oh,
We see videos.
We talk about it all the time. It's the best. It's the best, yeah.
And it just got so many views, and I think it resonates with people not just because it looked good, but because it has such a deep meaning, and it makes so much sense to take items that were left behind or lost, but give them a new use for children who really need it.
Yeah, well, talk more about the program in general and what you all do.
Well, this program is part of Hillsborough County's Children's Services. And Children's Services, we provide therapy and counseling to kids 7 to 17 years old. But this program, Duffles of Dignity, is we work with the community. We work with individuals, corporate sponsors, the airport, and we ask for these donations of duffel bags, suitcases, personal care items, even teddy bears. And what we do is we work with the foster care agencies throughout Hillsborough County and also just other agencies that work with kids in crisis. We want to make sure that kids entering foster care or traveling between situations have something of their very own that they can take with them.
Yeah, because typically this could be a situation they're grabbing a garbage bag and they're getting out and going somewhere, right? You work obviously together with this organization, but you've been able to see these kids get these bags and get, these little things. What's that like to experience them getting this?
It's so incredible when their faces light up, when they receive something that they know this is mine, and I'm taking this with me. It's just so fantastic. So at West Florida Foster Care, we have foster closets and food pantries that families impacted by the system of care can come shop for free and get the items they need. And so these kinds of things are so great because sometimes they're taking a child in their care on vacation with them, and that might be the first time they get to go on a trip. They want to have their own suitcase. If they're moving homes or if they're going back home, they deserve to have their things in something like this. And so it's just fantastic, and it really gives them that confidence that they need.
Yeah, that's going to be so great.
Yeah.
So obviously this is the second time the airport got involved, because you can imagine how many carry-on suitcases kind of get forgotten, and then they don't often have name tags, you were saying. So like this one came from the airport. This is someone's luggage. Someone may be watching right now and it's like, hey, that's my luggage. Too late. Right, that's how that airport is able to give you some of these, right?
Right, and they did a great job with that. But we also work with some of our other corporate sponsors right here in Hillsborough County in the Bay Area. Tico has been wonderful. They've been stepped up for us. Johnson & Johnson, Price Waterhouse. So they've all come together and donated these items. So there's a lot of ways that you can get involved. You can actually do a drive yourselves if you're a company out there, or
fun.
Individuals too. If you go to Hillsborough County's website, hcfl.gov, the Children's Services Department has a page right there. It gives you all the information on Duffles of Dignity. Even have an Amazon wish list so that you can select items right there, and if you want, you can have them delivered straight to our office.
Oh, that's easy if you want to participate and you're not exactly sure how. So if somebody has, some duffel bags, or they have some things, we're not using it anymore, it's in great shape, can they just bring them to you? Is that something they can do? They can make those donations?
That's another way as
well.
well.
Absolutely.
If you go onto that website again, you can drop them off right on our campus, which is in Carrollwood, right there in Hillsborough County. So there's a couple of great ways to do that.
Yeah, that's easy. What do you want people to know when they're thinking about this program, or they're seeing that video from the airport? What do you want them to know about the difference that they're making by making this donation?
What I think people should know is Hillsborough County leads the state for the number of children in care. And it's a solvable problem, but it takes our community. So it takes everybody stepping up, and not everybody can take a foster child into their home, but everybody can do something. So everybody probably has an extra bag laying around, or clothes that don't fit anymore, or some shoes that are still in good shape. And it just takes that thoughtful intention of, let me give this somewhere that will put it into the hands of children that could really use it.
Yeah, we all have a little something we can give.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for sharing this program with us. And if you're interested, reach out. I know we have the website. We can put it on your screen right there so they can reach out to you, or that Amazon wish list. That's a great
good
idea.
too. Great. Well, thank you guys so much.
Perfect.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate you being here.
Thank you for having us.
All right, do you have dreams of going to Napa Valley, but no time to go all the way west? Well, there's somewhere in the southeast that will be a great fill-in. We tell you where, plus talk more travel dupes coming up next.
Make the move to 10 Tampa Bay News this morning, anywhere you watch.
What is Spectrum Internet? It's secure internet for you and your family.
It's keeping kids like us safe online.
It's everything you want it to be. Switch today at spectrum.com.
Choose Winters and Yonker, and we will send an attorney to you for your auto accident. I'm Bill Winters. If you've been injured in an accident, call Winters and Yonker so we can start working on your case. Call Winters and Yonker for your free attorney consultation.
Hey, wakey wakey, sausage and steaky. I sizzle, I smash. I do not come in smoothie form, only steak form, and baby steak form. Aw, look how cute I am. Smithfield.
The pain was just excruciating. It would bring me to tears.
Running just means a lot to me. My feet just really, I was in pain.
And it hurt so terribly in my heels, I started like walking like a T-Rex.
I couldn't continue. I needed to go to the Good Feet store.
And I'm greeted by this gal named Mercy. She said, just try them on.
I thought, oh my goodness, this is amazing.
Now that I have the Good Feet arch support, running is great.
This is the arch support for me.
I'm just telling you, I am grateful. I mean, it's real.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good Feet, good life.
Pain started going up into my neck. I was having a rare type of heart attack. I wanted to be able to talk to my daughters.
For you and your sister.
I wanted to say goodbye in case I was not going to see them again. But I knew that I was in good hands.
I am here because of you guys, yeah.
Now I feel like I have a second chance.
Most remodeling companies in this country haven't changed how they work in 30 years. They hire subcontractors they never met, send them into your home, and hope it goes well. That's the industry. But that's not us. Every installer who walks into your home is a West Shore Home employee, trained by us, background checked by us, held to a standard we set ourselves.
When the person doing the work answers to the same company that's putting their name on the result, you get a different level of care. 20 years of doing it this way. Hundreds of thousands of homes. America's most trusted home remodeler. It's West Shore Home's Labor Day sale. Right now, we're waiving 75% of installation costs. Plus, have no interest until the start of 2028 with 18 months no interest financing and no money down. Don't wait. Our Labor Day sale won't last long. Call 1-800-WEST-SHORE or visit westshorebath.com today. West Shore Home.
Remodeling reimagined.
At Spectrum, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between speed, reliability, and value. That's why Spectrum fiber-powered internet gives you all three for just $40 a month. Call now or go online.
I'm Tony DeCopel. The CBS Evening News is the story of America one day at a time.
I'm Tony.
While we cover a lot of ground, we also stick to the basics. What's real?
Do you ever get scared?
Yeah. And what's important.
I'm just asking you why you're here and what your message is.
Success for us is not how much we pack into a show, but how much you take away from it. And we'll always end with the good stuff, something to remind you that there's a lot of life out there beyond the headlines. So join me. This is the CBS Evening News.
There are dupes for designer bags, shoes, skincare, hair tools, but what about vacations?
Well, our next guest says it's possible. Here with some great advice for travel alternatives is Terry Ward. So welcome.
Nice to be here.
Good to have you.
Yeah, so let's talk about this because so many people want to go to these exotic places, but they can't afford it or they don't have the time to travel that far. So you have some options for us. And we're starting off with Napa, right?
Yeah. Okay. So an alternative to Napa Valley in California, closer East Coast, is Charlottesville, Virginia.
Interesting.
They have an amazing wine region.
I've heard about this.
It's been lauded by wine enthusiasts. It's called the Monticello viticulture area. And actually it was Thomas Jefferson who first planted the seeds of a grape growing region here, but it really started booming in the 1970s. So there's almost 40 wineries to visit in this area. Some of them have lodging on site. Charlottesville, great university town, amazing food scene, outsized for a town that small. So easy hop up the East Coast.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah. It's so fun.
Go in the fall, you get some of the
beautiful.
leaves changing too.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
College football. All
Yes.
that.
Yeah, love that. All right, the next one, if we want to go to Nantucket, we can go instead to...
Right, so Nantucket is a notoriously expensive destination, and there's a place in southern Delaware called Lewis, Delaware. Now, this is a coastal hamlet too. A lot of the historic houses, which is actually a Dutch whaling village in the 17th century. So really a lot of maritime heritage. Cute places to stay, and a fraction of the price of what you're paying. I mean, I just had a look on booking.com, places in Nantucket going for $700 a night. Here it's less than half that.
Wow.
So really cute town, Lewis, Delaware. Put it on your radar. You can fly into Wilmington, and Avello has nonstop flights from Tampa.
Oh, easy.
Oh, that's great. I know it looked like I saw some people drinking wine or something. Do they have wine tastings?
Yes,
and stuff there?
distilleries, breweries, wine tastings, all of that stuff. So another cute town. Shoulder season, go in September. It'll be lovely.
Yeah. They have beaches and stuff too.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, that sounds amazing. Okay, next up is Hudson Valley, which I wasn't even aware of Hudson Valley to begin with. So kind of explain that and then the dupe.
So Hudson Valley outside of New York is like a popular place for people in Manhattan to get away and get that rural feel. It's gotten really, really expensive.
Okay.
So there's an area called Delaware County, which is in the greater western Catskills of New York, a little bit further of a drive from the city, but the same thing, like farmers markets, cute galleries to visit, great restaurants, rural, and again, a fraction of the price. So it's kind of like those Hudson Valley vibes. Everyone's looking for escape from the city, and you can have them in this area too, in Delaware County.
Yeah, it does look beautiful.
Yes.
I feel like a lot of these trips would be good for the fall.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm already thinking of fall now that school's back in, and I think we're all going to want to break from the heat at some point. So put it on your radar.
You know we are. It's been hot here for a while.
That looks beautiful.
Okay. This is a good one because everybody went to Europe this summer, and if people went to Europe, I heard a lot that it's busy
very
there.
crowded.
It's just packed.
Busy, it's hot, it's expensive, especially July and August. So this region is called the Thousand Islands, and it's on the border between Ontario, Canada, and New York.
Ooh, pretty.
You fly into a place like Syracuse or Albany, and they've got hundreds of islands in this archipelago, historic castles to visit, wine tasting, kayaking, outdoor pursuits, and these castles are really cool. They're accessible only by boat. One's called Bolt Castle, so a lot of history, Gilded Age history there, and you'll get some of those European vibes. Again, go in the shoulder season. Now's a perfect time to go. It's nice and cool up there and just beautiful.
Yeah, it does look like Europe.
It
really does.
Yeah, again, beautiful in the fall. Look at that water there.
Yeah, scuba diving actually there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you wouldn't think of it, but in the lake, in really clear waters.
Oh, neat. I never thought of scuba diving in a lake. Okay. All right, well, another place you could scuba dive is the Bahamas.
Right.
But where do we want to go if we can't quite make it to the Bahamas?
Right. I love the Bahamas. It does require a passport and a flight. So here in Florida, Pensacola Beach actually really blew my mind recently. The water is incredible.
Yes.
Look, it's like this turquoise color,
Ooh,
the quartz sand beach, whitest sand you've ever seen. Perdido Key, Fort Pickens Park. Go out on boat tours there. You'll see dolphins. Again, a scuba diving destination. I'm big into that, as you guys know. And there's some artificial wrecks that they've sank there. So really good underwater sites to see. And I would also say Pensacola is a dupe for New Orleans because they do a version of their own version of Mardi Gras, less crowded, just as festive, a little more family friendly.
Right. How fun. I never thought of that
Pensacola
either.
really impressed me on my last trip.
Oh, yeah. It's good to know. We live here in Florida.
I know.
And how many places can you drive to get to? I mean, Pensacola, that's an easy trip if you wanted to do
Less than 6 hours. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Okay, you're always going to fabulous places. Where are you going to next?
I am going back to Las Vegas. I've
Okay.
just come from there on a Grand Canyon rafting trip, and then I'm going to France and the Bahamas in
Oh,
September.
nice.
Yeah.
We love
Amazing.
it.
Thank
Look forward
you.
to seeing where you're headed to.
Yes,
next
thank
time
you so much for having me. It was
Yeah.
so fun to talk to you too.
Yeah.
And if we want to follow you, how can we follow you?
that's at Terry Ward Writer on Instagram.
Yeah,
Perfect.
go check out, see where she's headed to next.
Thank you.
When someone needs help, a dad figures it out. That's what one nonprofit in the Bay Area aims to do for families in need, and we're going to introduce you to it coming up next.
Watch Chief Meteorologist Bobby Deskins weeknights on 10 Tampa Bay News. When the weather changes, you feel the impact. That's when our meteorologists issue a weather impact alert, so you're prepared. Watch 10 Tampa Bay and 10 Tampa Bay Plus.
Your mornings move fast. Getting up, getting ready, getting out the door.
The 10 Tampa Bay News morning team moves with you.
Catch up on the breaking news that impacts you.
Stay ahead of severe weather with weather impact alerts.
We do have a weather impact alert for tomorrow morning now, as our radar could look a little different.
And find your fastest routes across Tampa Bay,
We're on it before you wake up.
so you know what's ahead and you're ready for it. Make the move to 10 Tampa Bay News this morning.
Weekdays starting at 5 a.m. Stream free on your TV or phone.
We have no idea what the future will look like. Flying cars, self-driving shopping carts, meals that cook themselves. But I'd wager one thing stays the same. We'll always lend you a hand when you need one. Because that's not a trend, it's a habit. One we picked up 95 years ago and haven't put down since.
See you next week. All right. Good night. Good night.
Hi, I'm Andrew the Home Buyer, and I want to buy your house. The average home is taking over 80 days to sell. Why wait months? I'll come to your home and give you a cash offer within minutes and close in 5 days, regardless of your home's condition. No showings, no cleaning, and no commissions. and I'll beat any other offer. I'll even let you live in your home for free after we close. Call me, Andrew the Homebuyer, today.
Moms, take your body back.
Take your body back.
With Sono Bello, the destination for the ultimate mommy makeover.
I was ready to change my life. No more mom belly.
I love my hourglass shape. I haven't seen it since before babies.
Sono Bello permanently removes stubborn fat, all in just one visit with less downtime.
Ditching the pitch.
Now you can save big on your own ultimate mommy makeover.
The results are incredible. Do this for you.
Don't wait. Call Sono Bello today.
Yeah, our name's Bathmasters. So when you see us doing a kitchen or a full condo remodel, you're like, wait, bathrooms, right? Right. We started in bathrooms, the toughest room in the house. Tight spaces, plumbing, electrical, the works. Once you've mastered that, kitchens and full remodels are easy. So yeah, forgive the name. We could have called ourselves Everything Masters, but that just sounds cocky. Bathmasters and beyond. Our name says bath, our work says everything.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's a lot of reasons. Today, our roads are littered with killing machines. I'm talking about semi-trucks. They can easily kill, even at low speeds. Overworked truck drivers are driving all day and all night. Injured in a trucking accident? We became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
10 Tampa Bay is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
There's a brand new nonprofit here in Tampa that's dedicated to creating lasting memories for families facing life challenges. Miguel De Leon is the founder and president of Dads Figure It Out. Welcome.
Thank you.
It's good to have you here.
No, thanks for having me on and to be able to share our program with your audience in the Tampa Bay community.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's just start with just what is your program? Why did it get started?
Yeah, so our program is truly a community fuel program. And when I say that, we go through fan gifted tickets, right?
Okay.
So we reach out to fans and asking them if they can attend a game, consider gifting them to our foundation.
Okay.
And then what I do is I partner with other organizations in the community that service families and then ask them to refer families to our organization so that we can then create a game day experience for them.
Yeah, game day experience. Why did you start something like this? Where did Dads Figure It Out come from?
Yes, we started off as a dad recognition program, but we wanted to find something to give back to the community, and our way to do that was to partner with organizations that are already doing incredible work. Mm-hmm. So we wanted to compliment them and say, well, you're doing your incredible work. Let us work and give this family an escape for whatever they're dealing with and send them to a game.
Yeah, so that's the game day experience that we're talking about. Yeah. We just saw some photos, and it's been some Rays games. What has that been like to be able to give these to these families?
I think it's awesome, especially since when I see the pictures, right? And because I've been blessed to be able to take my kids to games, right? And once you're at a game, nothing else exists outside of that stadium, right? There's a feeling there that I'm just enjoying that moment with my family and enjoying the opportunity. And so and when I see other families being able to do that, that's what we want to do, remove the barriers for them to be able to go through experience that.
Yeah, because you were mentioning they're going through challenges. They're going through something in their life that's difficult. So you get to go to this experience and just enjoy the game.
That's it.
Yeah, and to be a part of the Tampa Bay community, to go to something like a Rays game has to mean a lot to them too.
Oh yeah, definitely. And like I said, we're preparing for the upcoming Buck season, the Lightning season. So we're gearing up and reaching out to a lot of partner organizations, and they're so happy to partner with us to be able to do this for their families.
Okay, so if somebody here is watching and they're saying, I want to get involved somehow, what is it that you are needing from the community?
And it's really truly, like I say, a partnership, whether it's even sharing out the program, right? Just sharing it out. There's a lot of fans out there that at times can't attend games and they either let them go unused. So even just that so that we can get ticket donations or gifted, I like to say. And then for the local businesses, help us support those game day experiences because that will include parking passes, the meals, right? Because it's more than just giving the tickets. We want to give them that full experience to go and enjoy the game.
Yeah, so is it as simple as somebody's watching, they're like, I can't go to the Rays game this weekend, and they can reach out to you and say, here are my tickets?
That's it.
That's as easy as it is.
That's as easy as that. We keep it very simple.
Yeah. What do you hope that this program really does for these families when you're able to send them to these games?
And again, it's really that. I would love to change whatever they're dealing with, we would love to solve that. So what we try to do is, like, again, even for a few hours, escape that and just go and enjoy, maybe make some meaningful memories that will last a lifetime, especially for the kids, right? They'll remember I went to a game with my mom, my dad, or my family.
Yeah. Is that the reason you really, started this too, is you saw this need in the community that you were like, oh, I just see that people are having a tough time right now, and there needs to be a way to just kind of escape and just enjoy?
It's definitely, like I said, even with my own kids, I had to, figure out how to go to a game with my kids and enjoy it. Yeah. So I know these families that are going through these situations, just to give them that. And like I said, the other organizations, they're doing the incredible work with their programs and their services. So I just want to come in and compliment that.
Yeah, so those programs too, do you reach out to them or do they find you? How does that kind of work?
Oh yeah, I reach out. I knock on doors just just like I reached out to you. It's like, I'm knocking on doors wherever I can.
Yeah, okay. So is the best way to get in touch with you on your website?
It is on the website, Instagram. Like I said, I'm on there all day just looking to make connections.
Okay, well, let's do that. Let's make sure, go to that website, check them out, dadsfigureitout.org. When they get there, that's how they can connect with you, whether they have tickets or they want to help you partner with a program.
That's correct.
Yeah, so check out that website and you can learn more about what it is they're doing in our community. Thank you so much for being here. This is so cool that you've started this. This is really like grassroots. You had an idea and you're kicking it off. About a year you've been going?
Well, the foundation's been a year. The program's only been a month and a half.
Oh my gosh, that game day experience.
Yes.
Right, yeah. And you've already sent how many families?
We've sent 4 families, so that's 19 families we've touched. And by the end of August, we'll have 19 experiences and 80 lives that we've touched based on the tickets that we've already been donated.
That's pretty incredible. Congratulations to you for doing that. And thank you for doing that in our community.
Thank you.
We appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What a great idea. I love that.
I know.
All right, if you want to watch any of the segments again from today's show, if you missed our travel dupes or our interview with the nonprofit Duffles for Dignity, you can watch the show again at 3 this afternoon on our free 10 Tampa Bay streaming app. Download and watch on Roku TV, Fire TV, and Apple TV. And another wonderful nonprofit, Meals on Wheels, and those wheels are moving fast. The nonprofit is serving more in our community. Tomorrow, we tell you how you can help.
As a small business owner, rewards are a big thing. So this is why we're happy to have GTE Financial hassle-free credit card where we can earn more points at affordable credit. At GTE, my small business matters.
Welcome to Amscott. I need cash fast. You need a photo ID and proof of income and checking account info. That work? Perfect. Will I have an answer by tomorrow? More like minutes.
$50 to $1,000, no credit check.
How radical is David Jolly on the trans agenda?
If a local community wants to paint a mural for the LGBTQ plus community, I'll buy you a can of paint.
Gender surgeries on kids.
We embraced it, the medical pathways, the gender-affirming care.
Boys and girls sports.
It can be supportive of them to allow them to play in youth sports.
David Jolly, radically liberal, radically wrong.
The only way you defeat crazy is you stand up to it.
Byron Donalds, Florida Kids First.
Thinking about buying an RV? Start with RV Trader, the digital marketplace built for the road ahead. Explore thousands of new and used RVs from trusted dealers, all in one place. Compare options with detailed floor plans, photos, and expert reviews to shop with confidence.
Road trip!
Because getting there should feel just as good as being there. RV Trader. Start here, go anywhere.
Hi, my name is Dr. Eli Simsolo. As a cardiologist, I know how important getting help fast is during an emergency. Falls are the leading cause of injury and death in adults 65 and older. Unfortunately, every 20 minutes an elderly adult will die from a fall. These are not good statistics, but with Life Alert, one touch of a button sends help fast. 24/7.
This is Life Alert. Do you have an emergency?
Help! I've fallen and I can't get up.
We're sending help right now.
From falls to heart attacks or any emergency, Life Alert is the only medical alert service that saves a life every 11 minutes. Plus, their devices never need charging, so you stay protected 24/7.
For information or a free brochure, call 1-800-453-1965. That's 1-800-453-1965. Call now, 1-800-453-1965.
This is my body on the inside. I track my sleep, my heart rate, everything. But now I understand what's actually happening on the inside, thanks to Prenuvo.
Prenuvo screens for hundreds of conditions, including many cancers, brain aneurysms, endometriosis, and more, giving you real insight into your health.
I understand my body like I never have before.
And now you can get a deeper look at your health with 80+ blood biomarkers to help complete the picture. Book at Prenuvo.com.
Amanda is about to have a big, unexpected bill.
Not again.
Amanda's mom can help, but her daughter's independent.
I got this.
Get $50 to $1,000 in minutes. No credit check.
When life happens, there's Amscott.
And it's time now for the GDL weather forecast. We are here with Courtney in the Weather Center.
Yeah.
So how's it looking out there?
It's going to be hot today.
Another
really hot one.
Yeah.
You know, we had all that rain last week, which was so welcomed. I know my grass needed it really bad.
Mine did too.
Taking advantage of it.
A lot better.
Yeah, mine's looking a little jungly right now, but
Right.
you know, gotta get it taken care of. But this week, all about the heat. The heat's really turning up yet again, just in time for all the kiddos to head back to school.
Oh, that's right.
It's gonna be steamy. We have a heat advisory today as well, so that means dangerous heat expected today. For Floridians, that means 108 degrees.
Oh my
so
goodness.
we could have feels like temperatures upwards of 109 today, and I do think some spots could even exceed that today. So we're gonna be watching for it. Take a look. We already have feels like temperatures in the triple digits in Riverview, Sebring, Wesley Chapel. And it's only 9:30. So clearly it's only going to get hotter over the next several hours. Again, feels like temperatures widespread today, 106 to 109. I think some spots like we've had in heat advisories past could be upwards of 111 to 113. So really important you're staying hydrated. Hopefully the kiddos had plenty of water with them going to school today. You know, when you pick them up a little bit later, if you're doing car line, just have some water for them after their long day at school. But either way, it's going to stay hot. 4 o'clock, still feeling well into the triple digits. Now tomorrow, we're going to have a little bit of drier air try to usher in. Probably not going to feel it at the surface. It's going to be in our mid-levels. But what that's going to do for us is keep our feels like temperatures still hot in the triple digits, but we're going to stay away from dangerous heat more than likely tomorrow. But still like 103 to 106.
So we might not actually
it's like,
feel the difference.
Right, we're probably not going to feel the difference,
Yeah.
but we won't have to trigger a heat advisory more than likely tomorrow.
Okay, well, that's some good news. All right, well, one of our guests, our upcoming guest, has a question for you.
Yes, we're going to talk with Janice and Claire Ann in just a minute, but Claire Ann first has a question. What's your question?
I'm wondering whether someone attending an event this weekend might need an umbrella for something like, say, a Power Stories show.
Oh, very fun. Yeah, you know, this weekend's going to be mostly dry, which is great. Our forecast, really not a whole lot of rain expected. Now, can't rule out a few isolated downpours. If we do have thunderstorms develop, we have so much moisture in the air that we're feeling in the form of humidity. We still could have some spotty heavy downpours, but if you have any events going on between today and the weekend, rain chances honestly stay very low, especially on Saturday. Saturday looks to be one of our drier days of the week, so that's good news. A lot of our storm activity for today, at least, will stay inland. And then as we head into the weekend, we will have just scattered showers. Rain coverage only at, I think I have 20% on Saturday.
Okay.
There it is, yeah, 20% on Saturday. Maybe a few
bad.
isolated downpours closer to the coast. You know, typical timing, 2, 3 o'clock.
Right.
And then we kind of dry out after then. But overall, rain chances definitely taking a back seat this week. It looks like tomorrow right now is our driest day. Thursday, we'll look up towards the nature coast for the best chance for rain. And then Friday and Saturday, I know that looks like a bunch of blobs.
Yes,
We don't have high resolution data yet for Friday and Saturday, but what I want you to get out of that, maybe a few isolated coastal showers and storms early afternoon, and then a slightly higher chance for rain inland throughout the afternoon and evening. Typical sea breeze pattern for us. So nothing that we can't handle. Definitely not a reason to cancel any plans if you have some this upcoming weekend. High temperatures, though, all 7 day long. They're going to stay in the low to mid 90s. And Janelle, I don't see this pattern breaking down until maybe the following weekend. So the heat is really going to stay high for us. Rain chance is going to stay low. We were so spoiled with the higher rain chances last week.
Yeah.
And Mother Nature was like, okay, I guess that's enough for now.
That's
you know,
enough.
so there it is. 7-day forecast, low to mid 90s, all 7 day long. Rain chances staying low, and get used to it because yes, it does look like that'll extend into next week.
Yikes.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Courtney. All right,
Thank you.
Allison.
Power Stories Theater is celebrating 26 years of true stories. So here to tell us about what's coming up this weekend is Clara Despain and Janice Cornetti. There's a reason she asked why we needed to know the weather for the weekend. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, great to have you here. Okay, Clara, I want to start with you. You're the director of Conscience. Can you tell us about it?
I would love to tell you about it. Conscience tells the true story of Margaret Chase Smith, who was the first female senator from Maine. And it's the story of how she comes to make what she calls a declaration of conscience on the Senate floor on June 1st, 1950.
Okay.
She sees some things happening that she has deep concerns about, and decides that she has to say something.
And that message kind of can resonate today in a way, in her willingness to really just speak out.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think her courage is something that's inspiring in times of political turmoil, social turmoil. Someone willing to say, hey, let's be guided by unity, by a shared vision, and guided by our better angels, rather than driven by fear and by bias. Let's find a way to pursue the dream that we all share. And that's really what Conscience is about.
Okay, and Janice, you are hosting an info session. So what can we expect with that?
So this will be an introduction to our Seek and Speak Your Story workshop series. And in Seek and Speak Your Story, women learn to identify true stories from their life and a powerful message from that story that they can share with the audience. And so the intro session that'll be happening on August 26th at the Power Story Studio will introduce women to why stories are powerful, what kind of stories are powerful, and help them begin to identify the stories from their lives that they want to share with others.
And this is kind of weaving together, isn't it? It's about, women sharing their stories and sharing their power, and that's kind of what you're wanting to get from both of these, this play and this info session.
Absolutely. Power Stories is founded on the notion that women have important things to say and things that need to be heard. Their personal stories, first and foremost among them. So we're really excited to tell Margaret Chase Smith's true story and then help local women tell their own true stories.
Yeah, wonderful. Okay, so it's coming up this weekend. We know that already, but if we want to participate, if we want to see the play or we want to do the info session, what's all the details so we can?
Well, the first thing you want to do is go to powerstories.com because all of the information is there. Conscience plays this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's a limited engagement. There are limited tickets, so you want to get them now, and you can do that at powerstories.com. And then, of course, you want to sign up for August 26th, the free info session about Seek and Speak Your Power Story, and we'll be running a full session of that a little bit later on.
Wonderful. Well, thank you both for being here. We appreciate it. Again, powerstories.com so you can get more information. You can go check it out. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, the Pride of Busch Gardens has a new home. We take you on the ridge where the lions and hyenas roam. That's coming up next.
I hit the concrete. I was in the worst pain I have ever been in my life. I decided to call Morgan & Morgan. They have so many specialized lawyers working for them. They definitely went to bat for me.
We love our new closet. It keeps us organized. There's a place for everything.
And Closets by Design made it affordable.
Take 40% off plus an extra 15% off. Call 1-800-BY-DESIGN or visit closetsbydesign.com.
Cancer doesn't wait, it hides, it spreads. To end it, you need the team that's treated more cancer, pioneered more therapies, and delivers the best outcomes in Florida. And now they have the most advanced proton therapy to match. Proteus ONE, the only one in Tampa Bay. A beam so precise it strikes cancer to a millimeter and leaves the life around it untouched. Moffitt, the #1 cancer hospital in the Southeast. Your first choice is your best chance.
Right now, West Shore Home is making it easier than ever to upgrade your bathroom into a space that's built for the way you actually live with our Labor Day sale. But let's talk about why this matters. Life moves, routines change, and the bathroom you've had for the past 10 years might not be the bathroom that fits how you live today. At West Shore Home, we help your bathroom adapt to your life, not the other way around. A low entry, a fold-down seat, sturdy grab bars that look like they belong, surfaces engineered to stay clean. It's a beautiful bathroom that's built to make every day a little easier. And right now, for a limited time, we're waiving 75% of installation costs on all bathroom remodels. Plus, lock in 18 months of no interest financing and no money down. Call 1-800-WEST SHORE or visit westshorebath.com and we'll take it from there.
For 20 years, this is what we've done. Bathroom after bathroom, home after home. Every single job done by our team of highly trained employee installers, never subcontractors. And we don't take that trust lightly.
Because every bathroom we build impacts somebody's daily life. Don't wait, our Labor Day sale won't last long. This week we're waiving 75% of installation costs and get started now with 18 months of no interest financing plus no money down. Call the number on the screen or visit westshorebath.com and find out how easy it is to get started. West Shore Home.
Remodeling.
Reimagined.
Dr. Mehta knows pain.
Oftentimes, I see patients with pain in their knees, their hips, their back, and it's actually coming from their feet.
Her suggestion?
It's as easy as going into a Good Feet store.
Come in for your free arch support fitting.
Oh, this place is huge. City Furniture is now City Home. An easier, more exciting, more complete way to shop for home. Now offering appliances, TVs and electronics, closets, fitness, and more. Along with the furniture, mattresses, and decor you know. At the unbeatable value you've counted on for over 50 years. One place for everything. City Furniture is now City Home. Your first stop for all things home.
I'm Dave Wagner, anchor at 10 Tampa Bay News. I've investigated stories all over the country, but returned to Tampa Bay because this is home. So I don't just report about our community, I belong to it. And that's why we care so deeply about getting it right. And when local journalism is done right, it doesn't sit still. It moves. It moves us to act. It moves us forward. And it can even move our hearts. And at 10 Tampa Bay News, we're here for all of it. These are the stories that move Tampa Bay.
We're getting a behind-the-scenes look at one of Busch Gardens' biggest new additions. Lion and Hyena Ridge just opened, giving guests a whole new way to see these incredible animals. We are here at Busch Gardens, Tampa, and if you are making a trip here, you have to make time for the Lion and Hyena Ridge exhibition. It is a beautiful space where you can get up close and personal with these majestic creatures. I'm here with Kayla. She's a member of the zoo team here at Busch Gardens. And wow, I mean, we are so close to these lions. You know, what can people who come to this exhibit see when they come here besides this up close and personal view?
Well, definitely the up close and personal view is going to be one of the highlights for sure. But there's a lot of different features of these habitats that we're really excited about. There are temperature controlled rocks that keep the animals cool in the summer, warm in the winter. We have pseudo trees to hang enrichment from to demonstrate the lion's power, and the hyena is clever and cunning. So you're going to be able to see a lot. But of course, you can't really beat the close up versions of these animals.
I mean, it's so cool how close we are. So talk a little bit about the lions first, because there are 5 of them. They're all brothers.
Yes,
right?
That's true. Yep. So they're 2 years old. So we would consider them like teenagers right now, which means that you'll have to come back over and over again to see how they mature. That's why they don't have those full manes quite yet. But as they enter into adulthood, they'll start to kind of change into that majestic king of the jungle, if you will.
Yeah. So we also have hyenas in this habitat. Do they interact or do you keep them separate?
They can definitely see each other. They can smell each other. They can hear each other, but they're natural rivals out in their natural environment. So they're going to stay separate, but we of course love them both.
Yeah, and so the hyenas have been here. Tell me a little bit more about the hyenas.
So Mendazi and Kazi have lived here before, but of course this is a new habitat expansion for both of them too. It's been so much fun to watch them play tag and run around. Kazi in particular loves the water, so she's been playing in all the new water features, and Dazi is never far behind.
Why is it so important for people to come here and see these animals in, you know, sort of their natural environments? What are we supposed to learn? I know there's a lot of conservation that goes on here. You really want to educate people as well.
We really do. We want people to obviously choose between Team Lion and Team Hyena. We did say that they're natural rivals out in their natural environment, Team Lion versus Team Hyena, but we also want everyone to be Team Conservation. At Busch Gardens, we're really big on making sure that we're a part of the solutions for these animals out in the wild. They are declining in population, both the African lion and spotted hyena. So you're always welcome to stop any of us who care for animals. We're so excited to always share a little bit more about these iconic species in particular, but the entire area is themed around the concept of Team Lion and Team Hyena. So it'll really show the ability of the power of the lion and the clever and problem-solving skills of the hyenas. There's a showdown on the African savanna all the time between these two animals, so we're really excited to see who people pick, Team Lion or Team Hyena.
I'm going with these guys behind me here. I mean, they are pretty cool. This has been such an incredible experience. Thank you for having me out here today.
Thank you for coming. We're so excited that you got to see them up close.
Oh.
All right, we've been talking a lot about back to school, of course, but today we want to get some ideas on some easy weeknight meals because it's going to get a little chaotic.
It's going to get chaotic, and Chef Jonathan Rodriguez is in our Kitchen Saver kitchen to help us out today. So how you doing?
I'm always doing great. You know, coming back home is just a natural thing for us. I see you're always cooking dinner together.
I know, we're always
love it.
cooking dinner, and you know what it means to be back to school. I know you have your twins here. They're off camera there.
Yes.
So what's a typical meal like for you in the Rodriguez household?
Oh, well, listen, we're Italian Puerto Rican, so we have to really blend it really hard. So today we're going to do a nice little crossover. I wanted them to be able to have something fast and good for the moms and dads out there.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do the garlic, okay? Now I have some sausage over here cooking really hard, and then I throw a little bit of oil because I want to get that crisp, okay? So as that's working up, and we're going to get that temperature all the way up for these guys for, of course, building up the flavor, okay? It's a rigatoni, it's quick, it's pasta, you could cook the dinner together, and you don't have to worry about nothing. You just get everything situated, right?
Yeah. So you said this is sausage, right?
So this is Italian sausage.
Italian sausage, okay.
We wanted to keep it for what it is. Now you do a nice little crisp on it on both sides. That way you can apply for what it is in there. But you know what? Let's have fun. Let's do this.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go do this.
Okay. Good.
Let's show them what they could do, right?
Yes. I mean, because could this be a one pot?
This could be a one pot. Yes.
That's even better. Then you don't have to worry about as much cleanup. I love that.
Yeah.
So of course we're gonna build the flavors up. Okay. We're gonna add a little bit of heavy cream.
Ooh.
Yes. So we gotta add the deliciousness. Okay.
Yeah.
And then of course we want to get. This is just a quick ricotta, basil.
Okay.
We throw a little bit in here, just enough.
I love his little bit.
I know, little bit, and my little bit.
I'm trying.
Yeah. Your little bit, my little bit is much different.
You know, my wife gets on me every time. She's like, I don't think a little bit is ever a little bit.
Yeah, no, my kids would like it much more like that, I think.
So of course you want all the flavors to come to it, okay? And then we got some pasta.
And you've already cooked the pasta.
We cooked the pasta, yeah. So you always, you know, for the pasta, we want to have a beautiful saltwater pasta, okay? If it tastes like the sea salt, it's doing what it's supposed to do, they say. Okay?
That's a good tip.
Yeah, so the idea is to really get the flavor to incorporate, get everything to be able to go down flavor-wise, and then of course you got to tip it off with just a little bit of salt.
More salt, okay.
A little bit of pepper, okay? And you're gonna let the magic happen, they say, right? So of course you're gonna toss it. And she's like, oh my gosh, she's gonna get out here.
Whoa, we gotta back up.
Yeah, just a little bit,
So are we waiting for the sauce to get it thicker? Is that what we're looking for, or we're just?
So right now what we're waiting for is that everything is gonna come together. That starch, once that starch hits, it's gonna come and it's gonna really thicken it up.
Listen, I'm making this for dinner tonight, so I gotta stick with it.
It's really easy. I mean,
it's super easy. Like I said, you know, a little bit of sauce, and then you could choose your protein, right? It could be whatever you want. And for the vegans, they could throw like eggplant or whatever they want to be able to put in that.
Yeah.
But as you see that it's bubbling up.
Oh, I see it bubbling.
Yes, you want to play around. You want to add the cheese. Okay. Now I said Italian.
What kind of cheese?
This is actually pecorino romano and a little bit of Parmesan blended.
Blended.
Yes, yes. I can't be with one cheese. I tell you, put a little bit. Right. So look at this. So beautiful.
Great.
Right. And then we're gonna come over here. We're gonna plate this.
Okay.
So. Here we go.
And I mean, this is easy for a weeknight meal when you're like, I only have a few minutes and I have to feed the kids before they go off to practice or whatever activity they have going on. And it's hearty too because it has the carbs and the protein all in one.
Especially that, you know, if your kids are playing sports. I mean, my kids play sports. You know, my daughter does flag football. My son does baseball. So it's really important to be able to have those flavors in, and we're gonna just throw those juices.
Oh yeah, just get the sauce.
Nice and saucy.
Saucy in there. And of course, ladies, we cannot be basic in here.
Oh, okay. So what are we doing?
What's the finishing touch?
I had to, okay? I had to throw the
burrata
cheese.
Oh my gosh.
I had to throw the burrata cheese
burrata
in
makes
there.
everything better.
It really does.
Doesn't it?
Oh my goodness.
Doesn't it? Look at this. Look at this. Oh
if
my
I
gosh.
brought out the burrata during the week on a Tuesday, I don't know what my family would do.
At the end
You got so fancy during the week.
We just throw a little bit of oil on there just to complement
Who
everything.
says a Tuesday? Wait, what's today? Today's Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday.
We're off by a day. But who says that can't be like fancy
Right?
and still really easy?
I mean, we were less than what? Less than a couple of seconds.
Yes,
here, you know
that was perfect. That's my kind of meal right there.
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. Okay, we're gonna have to try it during the break.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Good to have you as
Chef.
always.
Yes, absolutely.
It's a pleasure.
Great idea. Thank you so much.
If my dad's fatal crash taught me one thing, it's that no one's ever ready for what comes after. At Bernetti PA, we dedicate our energy to helping those who never asked to be victims. For a free consultation, call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready.
Think you need a new roof? Think again and save thousands. We'll help you put off the high cost of a roof replacement for at least 5 years.
Or 10.
Or sometimes even 15.
We're America's most trusted roofer because we always try to save your roof rather than replace it.
We'll restore your roof for a fraction of the cost of a new one. But don't wait. If your roof loses too much protective coating, it's too late. Call now or scan the code and we'll give you an assessment of your roof for free.
When cancer touches your life, every moment matters. And where you go first can make all the difference. That's why Moffitt, Florida's #1 cancer hospital, is now closer to you in Pasco County. At Moffitt, every decision, every discovery, and every breakthrough is made with one purpose: to save more lives. We treat more than 100 types of cancer. Our nationally recognized cancer experts are turning research into treatments that are changing lives today, giving patients everywhere more options and more hope. No one in Florida even comes close. And now, this leader in cancer care is right in your backyard, offering services such as diagnostic imaging, cancer screenings, infusion therapy where loved ones are welcome to join you, state-of-the-art radiation technology, and access to cell therapies and groundbreaking clinical trials. Because hope and healing start with care that's within reach. Moffitt at Sparrows, a cancer center like no other.
You've put up with your old shower for too long. It's outdated, unsafe, and it's time to replace it. But why struggle with a lengthy shower remodel when Jacuzzi can do it in just one day? And there's no need to break a sweat or your budget. Right now, we're waiving all installation costs, plus offering 0 interest and 0 payments for up to 1 year. So you can finally convert your old bath to a safer, easy entry shower, complete with a custom seat, grab bars, and slip-resistant floor installed in 1 day.
My overall experience with Jacuzzi has been wonderful. Everything was customized to the way I wanted it for the price that I wanted to pay.
I've had a great experience from start to finish.
Don't take matters into your own hands. Do it the smart way. Give Jacuzzi Bath Remodel a call.
There are only weeks remaining during our limited time offer. We're waiving all installation costs and offering no interest and no payments for up to 1 year. Go to jacuzzibathremodel.com or call 800-384-9341.
Choose Winters in Yonkers, and we will send an attorney to you. Let our aggressive attorneys represent you for your personal injury case. Our firm will send an attorney, not an investigator, legal assistant, or paralegal. Winters in Yonkers.
NCIS fans, the clock is ticking.
We'll be back CBS Tuesdays this fall
with more NCIS.
The killer sent in a message.
We need to move.
Go! It's big time! Am I interrupting something? Help! Weapons down!
What is this?
Guess what they all have in common?
Chisel dabs.
Don't you go anywhere.
NCIS returns, part of CBS Premiere Week. Catch up anytime on Paramount Plus.
It's the first week of school for most Tampa Bay kids, and luckily there's a grassroots nonprofit in our area making sure that kids in the community have what they need for a successful school year.
I'm a single mom that I work 40 plus hours a week and I don't have any help. So this program right here helps me with getting clothes for my son for school, especially when kids grow so fast.
4 bottoms. 2 can be uniform. Okay, so. Oh, you get twice a year. Usually I come for school year and then closer to the winter time to get winter clothes. So it helps tremendously. I have 4 to look out for.
we are able to provide this week's worth of school clothes to a child in need for free. This time of the year is our Super Bowl. It is back to school, and buddy, are we punting and trying to do all the touchdowns. And this week alone, we are serving more than 686 shoppers between our 3 stores. Kids started 21 years ago, if you can believe it. More than 191,000 wardrobes later. Clothes to Kids is here and serving Greater Tampa Bay. Each of our shoppers can shop for up to 22 items of clothing, so 686 appointments this week, and each shopper receiving 22 pieces of clothing. That could be and will be 15,000 pieces of clothing going out of our stores. So we are definitely a grassroots organization, and we depend solely on our community. So what you see on our store floor is truly a community effort. Being grassroots, we need your help. We need your time. We need your treasures. We need your talents, because we are busy and we would love volunteers. Are you at home and you're looking at clothes that you can donate? Please bring them to us. We need elementary school age children. We serve pre-K 4 through 12th grade, so we have to have the whole spectrum of sizes. So we need the tiny, tiny sizes and the bigger sizes, because one of our favorite things to say here at Clothes to Kids is kids come in all shapes and sizes, so our clothes have to as well.
I have a lot of young men's and young women's, so like high school kids, we're getting a lot of that right now. But our greatest need right now is young boys and young girls. Sometimes I open a bag and everything in there I put right out on the floor. We tag it and get it out. If it's something that I think we can wash, I have volunteers who are happy to take the clothing home with them. They'll wash it, bring it back, we'll get it tagged in on the floor. I have volunteers who are expert seamstresses, and they will fix tears or missing buttons. So as much as possible, we get our donations out onto the floor and into the hands of kids.
Without them, I tell you, with prices being so expensive right now, I would not make it. I really would not. I just would not. It's hard to survive anymore, really, especially for single parents like me.
I'm 100% grateful for this because then it gives my son a chance to have new clothes if I can't afford them.
As a mom was walking out, she had just shopped for her children for back to school. And she looked at one of our volunteers who was assisting her in checkout. And our checkout volunteer said to her, can I help you out? And she said, I would appreciate that. And she turned and she looked at the volunteer and she said, today it's really nice not to have to choose between food and clothing. Thank you for making clothes possible for me.
Makes you emotional.
Yeah.
And she was getting a little emotional too.
I know.
Great.
Such a great organization. If you have some clothes, donate to them.
Yeah,
definitely.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for joining us today.
Have a great one. We'll see you tomorrow. The Great Day Live Kitchen is sponsored by Kitchen Saver, custom cabinet renewal.